What's up, everyone? Tom Hayden here, week 2 review. And guys, I'm gonna be honest, we got a very Jax heavy show today. I missed a lot of the matches. Jax saw a lot of the matches, so I'm gonna be relying on him for a lot of these matches today, and I'm excited. He's ready to go. And Jax, how about you introduce yourself? Say hi to everyone again.
Hey everybody, the name is Jax. Find me at the name is Jax on Twitch. Um, yeah, this was a pretty heavy RNG week, I gotta say. It seems for a lot of people. But there were a lot of good matches, a lot of close matches, a lot of exciting stuff.
Mm.
Can't wait to get into it. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited. So you know what? And guys, I'm sorry we have a hard out at 12 o'clock. What's up, bananas? I appreciate you for coming by. All right, so let's get into our first match of the week, which is BHaney versus Alpaca. And Jax, what do you got on this one?
This was a pretty interesting. I say I love the way that Alpaca streams his matches. Unfortunately, BHaney didn't have his mic on because it was streamed early in the morning. But Alpaca's just so calm, cool, and collected, man. No matter what happens in the stream, I love it. So, I watched it predominantly from Alpaca's side because he had a mic on. Game one, this went two straight. Game one, Alpaca had BHaney pinned at one point. Um, he had three Pokemon left. He had BHaney had a Blastoise and a Comfey, and Alpaca had a Duraludon and a Gastrodon with a Mamoswine in the back, full health Mamoswine in the back. And all he had to do was take out the Comfey so that Blastoise didn't keep getting his health raised. And he decided to try to target the Blastoise. And that's a recipe for disaster. But he didn't protect the Gastrodon, which even extra pinned the Blastoise because the Blastoise couldn't use a water move. When you kind of could see a grass move hitting that Gastrodon all day from the Comfey. And it took a nasty turn from there. Um, BHaney played the end game really well. It was the only out he had, but he played that out, and he ended up because of that missed target kind of mistake from Alpaca, opened that door right back up again when it was pretty much shut. And BHaney came back with a heavy comeback in game one, and then game two, BHaney BHaney showed you the power of Galvantula. You know, he used it almost as well, if not better, than Yama used it last year. And if you watched any of the last season's matches where Yama had it, he worked that Galvantula to death. And in game two, it was pretty much just the Galvantula and Blastoise show, and Alpaca didn't really have much of an answer for the speed of the Galvantula and the versatileness of it could lower your speed, it could lower your attack, it can lower your defenses, you know. And I think he was kind of reeling a bit from the comeback of game one, and he was kind of rushing decisions in game two,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
that ultimately just led to an almost complete sweep in game two by BHaney, and it was really well played, especially that game two by him for the win.
And yeah, you see that in the match stats exactly. The Blastoise Comfey have 7 kills combined, 5 for Blastoise, 2 for Comfey. Alpaca only has 3 kills on his side, total. Oh shit, Lunchbox, shout out for you hosting me with the stream. Jax is really quiet. Yeah, Jax is really quiet. Comfey. Okay, so guys, let me. He's loud on my phone. Jax, can you talk one more time? Oh shit,
Yeah,
Lunchbox, shout out for you hosting me with the stream. Jax is really quiet. Yeah, Jax is really quiet.
yeah. I thought I was really quiet myself, but
He's loud on my phone. Jax, can you talk one more time? See, I hear you on my phone. I guess I don't know why.
yeah, I thought I was really quiet myself.
All right, so you know what? We're gonna switch this up. Koji just messaged me too, so Koji knows how to fix this stuff. If y'all go over my match, good note to say I had a 4-day turnaround. All right. I got you, Koji. Jax, I'm going to my direct messages with you on my computer, and then
Saying nothing about a 4-day turnaround for you.
all right, wait. Let me, guys. Tom is more quiet. I'm quiet. How am I quiet? I'm on my PC now, and it's pretty quiet. All right, so I've never had this problem before. Usually, I'm too loud. So that's pretty funny to me. But wait, let me go to the Discord.
Oh yeah, you're loud. You're louder now.
Yeah, I just turned it up to the max setting because now I'm all nervous. So I'm gonna disconnect from this, Jax. You're not gonna be able to see my screen anymore. I'm sorry. And let me go add you on here. And Jax.
Yeah.
All right, so now you're louder on my end too. All right, Tom is loud. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
We're both
usually
loud.
very loud. I have a very
You can turn yourself down, bud.
yeah, way better. All right, I'm glad we got this, guys. I am so sorry. Wait, let me put myself on screen while I apologize. I can't find my little video box. Way better. All right, I'm not gonna try to put myself on screen while I apologize. I appreciate each and every one of you guys telling me that in the chat because the only way I would know is if you guys tell me. So you guys, I love having you guys being a part of the stream.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, I had half
I
of my
love it.
match was like half of my first game. I had a screen up that wasn't the live screen, and nobody said anything until almost the end of the game. I was like, dude, nobody said anything? What is this?
Yeah. So I'm very glad to hear the sound is good now, and I'm very glad to hear you guys helped us. And yeah, if you see anything like that, let us know in the chat. Let us know because we all love here. Like we all want to have the best stream we can. You know that all us streamers do. Like BHaney and Alpaca both know. So that's why BHaney streaming in the morning without sound was probably very funny. Alpaca, again, his Calm Cool Collected streams are awesome. They really are awesome to watch. And then I gotta say, both our Canadians are very calm, cool, and collected during the battle. Shout out Arceus. We're gonna get to his match soon. But like
Yep.
I just watched his match. His was one of the three I caught. And dude, like I love the way these guys stream. So shout out all our streamers, and I'm gonna be shouting out everyone's Twitches in the second half of the show. But let's get on to the second match. Who do we got next? We got Angelo versus Proto, which is scheduled for 10 p.m. tonight. Go watch it at Angelo Hunter on Twitch. We'll be shouting out his Twitch later. And I don't believe Proto streams yet, but you can watch that on Angelo's side. So I am excited for this one. And on to the third match. We got KD versus anti-KD. The Fear Zernius, Fear the Deer, won 2-1 against the anti-Andreas. Well, yeah, anti's unknown. I just butchered his team name. I'm sorry. I gotta look up your team name and now read it correctly. But Jax, what do you got on this one?
Well, unfortunately, I don't get a lot because it wasn't streamed,
Oh yeah,
and
this was one of the
it's
matches
kind
that
of
wasn't
difficult
streamed.
to do these without it being streamed. I suggest that if you know your match isn't being streamed, take some notes, take some points, of pivotal stuff because I'm gonna message you guys. Usually message the winner and try to get some info off of people. Unfortunately, Katie didn't really take many notes because he's getting ready for a vacation.
Good for him.
So I wasn't gonna harp on for
No, exactly.
not writing stuff down. You know what I mean? So I didn't get that much. All I know is that Lele was huge.
5 kills, man. 5 kills for
Yeah,
Lele.
the Lele was huge, and they were saying something in general chat about the switch-ins being unlucky. I'm assuming that contributed to some of those 5 kills.
Dude, like seeing these match stats is kind of nuts. Like unknown abstract. That's Anti's team name. Oh, I'm sorry. But Anti had 6 kills total. Do you hear an echo? Okay, I don't hear it anymore. But yeah, and then 8 kills between Lele and Braviary. The Cinderace got 2 kills too. Katie's team is scary, man, because he didn't even bring one of his horses. He didn't even bring the Spectre. He only brought the Glacier, and it doesn't even have a kill this game because the Lele, Braviary, Cinderace all put in work. So yeah, again, if you don't stream, I got to be better about reaching out. I had a bunch going on, so Jack said he's gonna reach out. I appreciate that because Jack's put so much work into these streams, and I appreciate you guys for like everyone for participating in this in the chat. I appreciate you, Jax. And congratulations to KD. And Anti's a good competitor. I want to see him bounce back next week. And on to the fourth match. We have Yama versus Fruity, which I actually have some notes on. This was one of the few matches I was able to catch. And what's it called? Game 1, the Mr. Rhyme put in the Inteleon to sleep early. The Drifblim Inteleon is such a fast lead. And then, like, once Yama got the tailwind up, Drifblim was still faster with Icy Wind and just a way to take speed control back. The Rillaboom Inteleon combo for Tootie is so much fun. Oh, no, I mean for Yama is so much fun. Oh, no, it is for Tootie. And then Yama called the Magazone. And yeah, Tootie's team is fucking awesome, man. Like, have fun with the Rillaboom Inteleon. The Soak G-Max Rillaboom is such a deadly combo that I had such a good time with, even on ranked ladder. And yeah, what's it called? Inteleon surviving the Max Quake was huge. I didn't believe that was gonna happen. And game 1 was really just cut and dry for Fruity. I felt bad for Yama, but like Fruity has a strong team, man. Fruity has a really strong team and was able to take the speed control even, like it was even with Yama having tailwind up, the Drifblim was able to take the speed control. That was crucial to this match. And game 2, Yama timed out. He thought he put in his team, and it didn't work. You like didn't hit A in time or something happened. He timed out, and the Max Instant is also so much fun. Something I ran season 2 of this, and with Alchemy Decorate, that's going to be a very hard thing to stop if you don't have proper redirection. And then if you do have proper redirection, he can prepare for that because Incineroar hits like a truck and usually resists fairy types and can hit super effective on the grass types. Like who uses Rage Powder? Amoonguss, Tangrowth, Butterfree. Instant can hit all of them hard. Then Clefairy, Clefable, Togetic, Togekiss got Follow Me. Instant has moves that could hit them too. So it's just and Latios is so good, by the way. Like it's not strong enough to survive a max darkness at +2 from Incineroar, but the game 2 felt over from the timeout on Yama's side. And I've been rambling a lot, Jax. I'm gonna kick it to you, but this was a fun one to watch. Congratulations to Tootie. Congratulations to Yama for being a great competitor. And you hate to see a timeout, and you love to see a new guy like Tootie in the league start this strong in it. So, awesome. Congratulations, both these guys. And Jax, sorry for rambling.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, the timeout was extremely unfortunate.
Yeah.
That was unlucky. I don't know what. Obviously, it's not my team. I didn't prepare for it and everything like that. I'm not sure what Yama was bouncing. I know the two Monzi was bouncing back and forth, but in my eyes, it was sort of clear the way that he tried to go should have been the definitive way to go. Um, and then you could just kind of hear it when he realized that he had timed out in the selection screen and that game started, that it was kind of over for him. He felt like it was kind of over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I got to give a shout out to Tootie with that Big Cat Energy Boy. I loved it.
And I'm not going to spoil Pokemon of the week, but you guys might hear more about one of the Pokemon we've been talking about in this match. Wink, wink, coming up.
Yeah, but like you said, I mean, it was a dominant performance by Tootie. My sleeper pick for that whole division. Ever since the beginning of the year, he constructed a team that's really, like you said, it's really well rounded. He could do a lot of things with it. So I'm excited to see as people get a feel for what he does with the team and what the team can do later on in the season. The later matchups are going to be really fun to watch. I can tell already.
And just those 4 he brought in game 1 and 2, he brought 5 Pokemon that I wrote down in my notes, but the Drifblim, Inteleon, Rillaboom combo is so strong. And then you add the Incineroar, El Creamy, Decorate combo, and it's just like, this guy's a force to be reckoned with. I love that phrase. And guys, without further ado, we got a new logo reveal. It's a placeholder, and we're going to get another new logo reveal in the future. But I'm excited to see how it comes out after seeing the placeholder. And we got the boys Sack versus Lunchbox. LB wins 2-1. LB, thank you for being so active in this league. I appreciate you being so active all the time, man. I see you in general. I see you in the chat when I first started the stream. I see you in Jin's chat when I was watching that. I see you everywhere, man. I see you in all the streams. And dude, that's awesome. I love your energy, and I appreciate you as a person, man. So I'm excited to see what you do. I'm sorry, what?
The pictures are backwards. Hitmonchan goes under the boys' sack.
Oh, I have the pictures backwards. I'm sorry, guys. So
I
Lunchbox
just
is the
know
St.
that's what's funny.
Louis Dallas Flame, and the boy Sack is the Hitmonchan. Wait, what's the first? What's the adjective before Hitmonchan? I got to look that up again. I'm so bad with this year. I haven't been remembering names. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, Lunchbox, the St. Louis Talonflames versus the boy Sack and the Hitmonchans. But yeah, you can't battle Lunchbox, but at least Tom thinks you're a good person. No, just kidding. Some Pito talking some smack. But yeah, this was did Lunchbox stream this one? Did you happen to catch this one, Jax?
I sure did.
Let's go. All right,
Yeah.
tell me about it.
So this was I'll tell you, Lunchbox. Each week, this man, you think that a game is over. Even he thinks the game is over. The whole world thinks the game is over. And then he's like, I'm just gonna play it out. And then he ends up coming back and winning.
Oh, that's awesome.
Both week 1 and week 2, both of those happen. That exact scenario happened. That's why I don't like the whole throw in the towel thing. He did
Neither do I.
game 2. He threw in the towel kind of early, but you know, um, but I know game 1 he just Rhyperior swept out the boy Sag. He was not ready for that Rhyperior. He didn't even Dynamax because he just gave himself weakness policy and used spread moves.
He
You
won game
know,
one without Dynamaxing?
yeah. He just threw Gyarados and a Rhyperior out there, went Bulldoze, and then went hamburger no cheese with that Rhyperior, and on the entirety of the Boy Sax team swept him 4-0.
I gotta watch this match back. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was a quick first game, I'll tell you that. But then game 2,
Oh, the boy Sack's here
there
too.
was a solid adjustment by the boy Sack. He had a hell of a second game using Sableye there, uh, playing out some burns and stuff like that, stalling out damage. Ended up taking control pretty easy in the mid of game 3, and the game ended up ending there. Lunchbox kind of just threw in the towel pretty early in the second game, even though I don't know how much of an out that he had
Oh wow.
in that second game. And then the third game was another game where the game started, after like the first 3 or 4 turns. Lunchbox is sitting there like, well, this match is over, so we'll see what's going on. I gotta go find out what's happening for dinner. We'll be done in a minute with this thing. And then the game progressed a few more turns, and then all of a sudden, Sand's up. He's down to the duck, the hero duck, and the sand chip, luckily, took out the Sableye as he got a freeze, a pivotal freeze, on the Hatterene. And then once the freeze hit the Hatterene, it was kind of like mind blown moment,
So that's what he
you know.
said in general this morning. He sent a picture when he
Exactly.
hit
That
the
was that
freeze.
was the mind blown moment. I don't know if it would have much mattered because Sableye did die from the sand chip that turn. If Sableye didn't die from sand chip that turn, Sack probably would have won.
Wow, it was
But
that
since
close.
since the Sableye died, even if uh the Hatterene had lived, the duck can get the recover off because it's faster than the Hatterene before the Hatterene attacks it, and then at that point, Hatterene doesn't beat a Porygon 2. It just doesn't. It doesn't have enough, and the Hatterene can't recover at that point. So
And
the end game happened, and it happened kind of really abruptly. There were a few matches that it came down to a game 3, and the end of game 3, it was looking one way, and then boom, the last 2 turns, and it completely flipped on its head. And Lunchbox had a great comeback win. Once again, he had the freeze, which seemed more pivotal than I actually think it was. I watched it back actually this morning.
anytime you get a
And
freeze is
Porygon 2,
exciting because of how
you
it's
know,
like made in
Por-
the system. Anytime you get a freeze, it's exciting. You know?
Yeah. It was definitely a shocker. It was I
Yeah.
was working while I was watching it live, and then I just stopped working and sat there watching my phone for a minute, like, oh my god, is this real life? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
But
So
yeah,
it
it was
matters mentally.
great for him to pull out another close win this week.
Yeah, congrats to Lunchbox. Holy moly. Another new competitor showing that he's a force to be reckoned with, too, and not someone you could sleep on in this league. And he's going to be coming for the throats. And, what's it called? Yeah, the boys sack. If I didn't put sand, yo, it happens, man. Keep your head up. It happens. It's not easy, but, like, sometimes you think the sand is going to help you and it hurts you. Sometimes you think this is going to happen, it doesn't. Or sometimes you think this move's not going to crit, it crits. It just happens sometimes. And
And
yeah,
Sack, did you have taunt on that Sableye?
yeah, if he had taunt, that's huge too, because prankster taunt's always fun to work with. He did. So that's huge. Jax, why were you asking the question? Now I'm curious too.
Yeah. So if that Sanchez, he went for foul play the turn that Sableye had died. Had he taunted and the freeze didn't hit, even with Sableye dying from the sand chip, he would have won. Because at that point, Hatterene has 3 turns and he can't recover. He can't lower any special attack. It's just free Hatterene damage on the duck, and
On the duck.
that would have been huge. But I mean, all credit to Lunchbox, man. The second week in a row, game 3, that duck has come through big time,
So let's
big time.
go, Lunchbox, man. I gotta catch. I missed your first 2 matches. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta catch your third one live. I gotta put it in my calendar and try to catch your third one live. I'm gonna try to catch all the streams I can this week. I start a new job Friday, so I'm gonna be watching them after and shit. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Congrats to both these new guys. I appreciate you guys joining the league. And what's it called? Let's go on to our next match. And he said, "You'll watch and I lose." But instead, Sack saying, "Good game nonetheless." Yeah, man, dude. Like it sounds like a good one.
Yeah, it was great to watch.
Wait, I am not gonna PayPal anyone $50 if I miss their next game live. I start a new job. I work 2 jobs now. All right, we're going to the next one. But what's it called? Koji versus Arceus, which I just watched this morning actually. And dude, this one was a lot of fun. Both of these competitors are here to play. This snapped Arceus' win streak. Arceus had a 4-game win streak to end last season and won week 1 of this season. He was on a 5-game win streak in his last 5 matches of the Champions Path Draft League. I was like, this guy's looking like the Phoenix Suns in the bubble coming out and making the final. Like, I'm kind of happy Koji stopped him. Sorry, Arceus, because I was terrified of you. I was absolutely terrified of what you were capable of. I was like, oh my god, this guy might be on a win streak that no one could stop. And no one should sleep on anyone in this league. The boy Sack saying, "Don't sleep on me," wink, robot face. I like that, man. No one sleep on anyone in this league. Yeah, I have a different definition. I have no hair left, dude. So yeah, it was fun for me. It was, and Arceus is a new streamer. I watched Arceus' side of the stream, and Wishy Washy kept surprising me. It was crazy how Arceus positions himself so well. I said this last week that Arceus is able to position his Amoonguss, his Dusclops, his fast Pokemon, his slow Pokemon so well throughout his matches. Get the Regenerator off on Amoonguss. And I think what sealed the deal in game 3 for Koji was like the safety goggles Arcanine. Because then he was able to KO the Pheromosa in the switch in, and he was able to psychic KO Moongus in the same turn. But like this was a very, very close game that literally came down to an item in prep. If Koji had any other item other than the safety goggles on Arcanine, I think he loses this match. That's how fucking close this was. I sorry to curse. I gotta put $5 in the curse jar. But like, holy moly! And Arceus kept saying on his stream, "Yeah, these are very long and drawn out games. Sorry, guys." And I was watching, walking around, doing stuff like, "Oh my god, this is a fun match to watch." Like the mixed Wishy Washy was like awesome as well. Pito, it really was. It had dive, it had ice beam, and it had another water move that I forget what it was, but it was like Oh no, but it's scale shot, the dragon move. And I was like, oh my god, this move set, yeah, scale shot, the dragon type move. Yeah, dude, it though it raises your speed, lowers defense, and it's like on the wishy washy. If you're not in trick room, that's fucking awesome. I hate. Oh, god damn it! I got $10, $15 in the curse jar. But the one thing that really made me laugh at the end of this match was when Arceus didn't want to quit when he knew he was down because he said, "Wishy washy did right by me, so I'll do right by you," and that had me laughing a lot. That made me laugh a lot at the end of this one. He's like, "I'm not gonna quit because Wishy Washy did me well." And Jax, did you happen to see this one? I know this one was streamed late last night, and I only watched it this morning.
Oh yeah, I watched it live last night. It
Oh,
was
let's go.
actually I had both streams up, so
Oh, that's
I got to,
awesome.
I got to see it from both perspectives. I actually, you said that they came down to one item that Koji had that was the
In game
difference
three,
maker.
I really
I
think
helped
so.
Arceus prep for this one, and I actually have a different view. It
Okay,
came down to one move that won it for Koji on this one, and
I'm
that
excited.
move was Safeguard on that
Ooh,
Arcane.
okay, I love that.
Because I came out with during prep with the imprisoned trick room bronze on, because obviously Arceus wants to go heavy with the trick room. If he can position, like you said, it's a heavy position team for him. If he can position that trick room right and he can get the Amoongus going ahead of everything else to be able to sleep stuff, he can choose when he protects. Koji, shout out to him. He noticed um, that he likes to protect that wishy-washy in certain situations to be able to abuse that support mon, putting things to sleep, you know, healing itself with pollen puff, stuff like that. Um, the safeguard with the imprison on the trick room was massive, especially in that game 3, because then all of a sudden you take out the whole reason for the Pheromosa to be speed swapping the Amoongus.
Yep.
Because he was like, oh, I have Pheromosa to speed swap the Amoongus because I can't get Trick Room up, so I'll just make it the fastest thing on the field. Well, at that point, it doesn't matter because now Safeguard's up and you can't sleep anything anyway. So that was actually a huge play, and I noticed it as soon as he used it in Game 3. I was like, well, that's a rough one, and so did Arceus when he was like that in Game 3. He's like, well, that just made my Pheromosa useless, and he just got it out of there because he was like, I can't really do much with it now anyway. Um, but yeah, the I love the position match. Like he said, it was the practice games were long and drawn out, so I knew that the actual match was going to be long and drawn out because it has to be. Whenever you're playing Arceus, you just know you're going to be in for a long battle.
Oh yeah, and
Win or lose, you're going to be in for a long, long battle.
do your damage calcs
Uh,
because his Pokemon are hard to kill, and he's gonna do his damage calcs to know which one of your Pokemon can kill which one of his Pokemon. And I've counted. It's such a mind game. It's like ah.
you know, and he doesn't really have much firepower other than the Regirock on the team, so he kind of has to use the positioning to be able to chip down to a point where then he can go, okay, this is the point where I can take my shot and knock your Pokemon out. You know what I mean?
But
The
Koji
last
was so
double
patient.
protect that he had in game 3 was kind of questionable too.
Yeah.
I think Koji said something about it on his stream. It kind of didn't do anything. It he had the Amoongus and the Wishy Washy on the field, and he had the Pheromosa in back, and he double protected to scout moves out, probably to scout targets, but it really didn't do anything. It just stalled out for another turn, and now you don't have protect for either mob.
Yeah.
Where you could have took a stab shot and protecting one and switching out one. Like switch out the Amoongus for the Pheromosa, and then protect the Wishy Washy, and then maybe he kills one, maybe he doesn't, and then you switch back in. But yeah, the both players played really well.
I didn't realize this was a goat off. We have the Go Goat versus the Tarwals.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that until right now. Holy moly. So Koji was in two like big important battles in the Carolina Cup and now the goat off.
the goat off. I love it.
Oh my god. And Koji came out victorious in both, man. Shout out to Koji because he was very patient in this one. He was able to like stay calm, cool, collected, and figure out what you know. It didn't advance the game other than PP stall. Yeah, you were able to like figure out what like you take advantage of any little thing you could. You say, oh, he's double protecting, it's just stalling a turn. I'm good. You're taking advantage of him double protect. It's like it works out so well for you. Just staying patient, playing your game, and that's why you got the win, man. Yeah, he was just pressuring you into ally switch. I don't remember the ally switch exactly, but I might have missed it. But yeah, no, this was a great match to watch. This was a lot of fun. It was also an hour long. It was very long. And I was like, I'll watch a couple of matches in the morning, and then I turned this one on, and I was halfway through, like, oh, I guess I'm only watching this one, and that made me laugh a lot because sometimes they're 20 to 30 minutes. This one was a full hour, and I loved every minute of it. So shout out to both these coaches. Shout out to Koji for snapping Arceus's win streak because that was not easy, and that's a accomplishment you should be proud of. You're the goat. You're the goat. And shout out Arceus, man. But all right, on to the next one. We got Fox versus Smurf, and I hate to say we got to hurry up a little bit, but we can't talk about. We only got like an hour left before I gotta leave. I hate that I gotta leave at 12:30. So I'm so sorry. We only got an hour left in the stream, guys. So let's try to finish this off strong and get through everything we got. All right, Jax, you there? You want to talk about this one quick?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So everybody's hating on Fox's team. And I've got to say this for the second week in a row. His team is built for bulk. It's built to stay there. Stop talking like his team is just a big hunk of crap. Okay, like
I love it.
we gotta get over this notion. Every
I love
season
the Pikachu.
he drafts a team that is thick because he wants his Pokemon to stay on the field. And every year he accomplishes it. It looks different, but every year he accomplishes it.
Tell him.
All right. Like take game 1, his Centiskorch, which is actually a fairly frail mon, ends up living on 1 HP to take the win. 1 HP.
And this was a game 3 too. Yeah. That's huge.
Well, that was just game 1. Oh, he ended up pulling out game 1 because his G-Max Centiskorch lived on 1 HP to sweep at the end of it because he held his max till the end. Game 2 was a bit of a, I don't know if I call it a lucky comeback, but it seemed like it was quite over, and then just the positioning that Smurf had let him come back with the Dragonite and ended up taking game 2. And then game 3, unfortunately for Smurf, Fox went back to his thick positional ways and ended up coming out. I mean, it was really good, well played. And that's the thing with Fox too, is he doesn't make many mistakes when he plays. And so you'll see a lot each week. Even I did it in game 1. My positioning for my match, which we'll end up talking about later, in game 1 wasn't that great. And you can rely on that. You can rely on your opponent to make 1 or 2 small errors that you could try to capitalize on to get ahead. And Fox just doesn't do that. And that's with that and the way that his team is built to be thick and to be able to stay on the field, he's a hard out for sure.
Oh no, yeah, Fox is probably going to be in the playoffs, a high seed in the playoffs, and be again a force to be reckoned with. One of my favorite phrases, and I'm excited to see what he can do. But I hate that we got to move on so quick. Let's move on to the next one. Pops versus Matt MA11. I believe he changed his name in the chat, so I got to ask him what he should go by in here. I have not asked him yet. I've just been lazy, but that's a question I have, and I will reach out to him. But for now, I'm going to call him MA11 Matt. And Jax, tell me about this game. I'm going to be honest, I missed it. I mean, I was just busy this weekend. I'm sorry, guys.
So this was probably my favorite match to watch.
Perfect. I can't wait
this weekend.
To talk about it.
It was really weird, the fact that both players played really well off the jump. Both players played the match really well. It never felt like it was ever in doubt for Pops, though. It felt like he controlled every game. So the fact that he ended up losing, you kind of left you after the game going like, what the hell just happened? You know what I mean? Because during the
Wow.
games, most of the time, he was sitting there like, this is exactly what I had planned for. This is exactly what I had thought was going to happen. This is what I calculated for and everything like that, and it was working out. But then Matt just comes out of nowhere and ends up winning games.
That's huge.
The items that Pops used, he was really worried about a Durant, which didn't end up showing up. And that was big because he ended up using items specifically for the Durant.
Oh, wow.
He ended up using the Taipei berry, whatever the berry is that reduces bug damage.
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah, he says it in
this stream.
his weekly power rankings because he recaps his teams.
Tangaberry.
So yeah, the Tangaberry, yeah. He
And
ended up using that on a Pokemon, and he ended up using um another item specifically for the Durant to counter something that the Durant brought to the table, which is huge because then you're missing an item that is in this game. Your EVs, your moves, and your items are the three most pivotal things when you're bringing them to a match. And now you're down two of those items. They're almost useless
yeah.
at that point. So you're at a huge disadvantage from that. He had the scarf, the choice scarf, which in game one kind of lost him the match. Game one he ended up at the end of the match choice scarfing into After You for his Regirock, but Matt had the perfect counter in it with the Urshi, and the Urshi ended up taking out the Regirock, and then all that Lopunny could do was After You, and it was game over from there because you can't do anything. So the benefit that the choice scarf brought, it took it away, and it ended up basically costing him game one only because the partner Pokemon couldn't keep up, which was unfortunate.
Wait, did you just see the chat too? Because Matt just gave us a live update too. He was like, I brought the white herb on Stanchless because I was expecting Intimidate Gyarados too. So he had a move too. An item that was like, null and void if the Intimidate wasn't there too. Which I actually
True,
did with the
but
Adrenaline Orb.
not the only thing that white herb could help for.
Yeah. No, it wasn't the only thing, yeah.
Whereas the Tangaberry,
Yeah, you're right.
I don't even think he brought a Pokemon with a bug move. I'm not even sure that he even did that,
Yeah, not Max Flutterbying out here.
Yeah, right. So, game two, Pops ended up winning. Game three was and Pops had it in hand the entire way down, and this goes back to what I said before about match flipping on its head in the last two turns. The Raichu, this would have been a good thing for the white herb. The Raichu was charming down his Garchomp, and it was at -6 attack, and he crit through a -6 to almost completely take out Pop's Credilli at the end of game three. So he went from the match is almost over. I've got two Pokemon. He's got one. To a crit happens with a -6 Pokemon, and now he's about to kill your Credilli, and Raichu cannot even touch this Garchomp, and he ended up pulling it out and winning. It was crazy awesome to watch. It blew my mind when it happened. Um,
And dude,
it's
what's it
the
called?
way that he flipped it. He played to his out, because it was his only out, and it ended up happening. Was impressive to see.
Dude, this sounds like a hell of a match. I love hearing about it in the chat too, because
The
Pito,
R&D was killer.
dude, Pito said in the chat, "Oh yeah, Alolan Slange has got Oko through a Protect too." Like, this match
Yeah.
sounds nuts with everything you're saying, everything I've just heard in the chat, too. Like, this combined is such a nutty match. I definitely recommend going to watch Pop's VGC stream of it, and I definitely recommend going to watch his power rankings because they are awesome. I haven't watched them this week. I know they're awesome, and I couldn't recommend them more. I know he's very close to getting the 50 followers he needs for affiliate, so I really hope he gets there soon. Everyone go shoot him a follow if you don't follow him. He's a real good competitor. He's a real good guy, and I love watching his battles. So I can't wait to see what he does next week. So, I hate to cut this match short, but Jax, any last words before we move on to the next one?
No, that's all I have.
All right, perfect. So the next one is Bananas versus you. And you won 2-0. Congratulations, my friend. I'm so happy for you. Let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go. All right, so tell us about this one.
Well, thank you first of all. That was this was another RNG match, unfortunately. On Nanner's side there.
Oh, that
Game
sucks for
one,
him.
he pretty much had in hand. It was my Persian. I ended up not positioning well. Ended up coming down to my Alolan Persian. His Galarian Slowbro. I had the super effective dark attacks with Life Orb that was chipping my life down. He had Fire Blast. He ended up going for Fire Blast twice and missed both of them for me to eke out a win in that one, and that was rough because the hitting one wouldn't have mattered, but hitting both of them would have won him that game 100%.
So that's just rough,
So
man. And he lost because
yeah,
of the internet issues last week.
yeah, that was definitely a rough one. Game two, I played a lot better.
Oh wait, it was a charcoal fire blast too. That would have done a lot of damage. Oh my god! But yeah, tell us about game two. I'm sorry to
Yeah, but
interrupt.
I was fully invested in bulk, so I don't think
Okay, I like this cat and
that
mouse game. I love
it
them.
would have killed.
I
I
love
know the second one definitely would have
I love the mind
killed.
games that go into this.
Yeah. The second game I played a lot better. There were crits on both sides. Mine was on his Dynamax Celesteela, which I know was rough for him, but I positioned really well the second game and ended up once the Celesteela was out and I still had the Dynamax Drampa. Um, I knew what I had to do against the Jinx and the Conch Elder and targeting whatnot after that. So, um, yeah, he played well. I know he's going to bounce back.
Oh yeah, he's gonna bounce back. He's
Yeah,
one of the best coaches we have here, and he's just off to a little cold streak. It happens to the best of us, and you know I call it a sophomore slump. This is right because he joined last year, I believe, with the Atlanta Dunspars, and now he's the Tree Youngs. Just like a hysterical logo. Shout out Caleb. Shout out your logo too. I like your logo too. And yeah, no, he's a hell of a coach, a hell of a competitor, and he knows what he's doing. And he just had some unfortunate turns, and you know what? He's one of the guys that is going to bounce back, and watch out for him. I don't know who's on his schedule, but sorry for you. All right, and let's move on to the next one because again, it's 11:37, so we got a little under an hour, and we got 20 slides left. We got Pito versus Snom, and this is one of the games. Oh, Pato's up against Bananas week 3. So he says, unlucky for him. Let's go. I love it with the trash talk in the chat. I love it. And yo, Pito versus Snom. Pito was able to get the 2-1 victory. And this is, again, one of the matches that we don't have a lot of notes on. This is one of the matches that was very good for, like, two good coaches. I heard it was the craziest matchup, the match of the crazies. Also, if you want to see my page for this week, see what. Yeah, so throw it in the Discord. So anyone in the chat, if you're not on our Discord and you just stumbled upon this video, reach out to @CPDL12 on Twitter and sign on up. Get on in the Discord. I mean, and yeah, we'll figure it. Like I'm excited to see the pace for this. Snom is a crazy competitor. Pato is an awesome competitor. Oh, he sent it in the chat. Oh my god, I don't want. Should I click it right now? Is that going to take me somewhere? Is that going to end the stream accidentally? No. All right. So we got weakness policy,
so
Feeny, Misty Seed, Drift Blim, Choice Band, Dracovic. Yeah. So he's got a Gigalith with the Sandstream, Sand Rush. Oh my god. Yeah. So this is an awesome team. Snom's a great competitor, and this is an awesome. I can't wait to see what these coaches do going forward. and Snom's going to be one of those guys that bounces back too. And Snom used swagger stuff last year, and he used your Misty Terrain against you because he had the what's it called? I forget what he was using last year. It was own tempo Mudsdale swagger, and he was self swaggering himself like that. So he loves that swagger. He's got a lot of it. And Jax, you got anything else to say about this match?
Not much. Congratulations to Pito. Unfortunately, nobody got to see it, which was rough. But yeah, congratulations on an unexpected big win for him.
And Pito, thank you for being so active in the chat, man. I appreciate you. All right, and on to the next one, which is another one that wasn't streamed, but wait. Holy crap. The Sitting Ducks aren't a team anymore. 17's still a coach, but we got a new team logo. Live reveal right here. It was in the team logo. I was like, all right, let me update that live right when we get to his match. We haven't got to his match yet. So perfect. We got the Boston Snubbles. Andrew beat the Sitting Ducks. You know what?
BS.
Maybe I should. You know what? Because he did beat the Sitting Ducks. I'm gonna add the logo for match 3 when we get to 17. The Sitting Ducks are no longer a team down here. Little spoiler alert for later. Yeah. But and now I can move this over because the logo's not as big. All right, wait. But yeah. So Andrew beat the Sitting Ducks, and the Sitting Ducks are no longer a franchise in the @CPDL12. They're no longer a franchise. Congratulations to Andrew for the 2-1 victory. Andrew was in the Colossal gang last season, and he's on my schedule next week. So this is a match I was like, oh, I hope I could see it. It was not streamed. It's all good, though. And I'm excited to see what these two coaches do going forward. And now with the new logo for 17, I'm excited to see what he can do. Jax, you got anything on this one before we go on to the last match of the week?
Once again, it wasn't streamed, so there's not much I got. I know this was extremely hacksy. I didn't get to actually reach out to either competitor.
Yeah,
With
it
playing
happens.
Unite for like 1,000 hours over the weekend.
I love it.
But I do know that in the general chat, 17 was quite distraught about the hacks that happened. I don't know what it was. I'm not sure. But I know it's still whatever it was. That's part of the game, and it was a great win for Andrew.
Yeah, congratulations, Andrew, and congratulations, 17, on the awesome new logo. And let's get on to the last match of the week, which was me versus Jade. And I won game 1, and I was so freaking cocky the way I did it. I shut him down turn 1. I imprisoned, and I had Trick Room Expanding Force on Sigilith. He had Hatterene and DD lead, and I was able to fucking stop the Trick Room and the Expanding Force. I was able to, what's it called? I forget what I did next to Sigilith. Oh, and I focused energied. Then he Dynamaxed Hatterene, Snipe Shot, almost 2-hit KO the Hatterene Dynamax. Like, Intellion put in work game 1. I was just able to get the victory very easily, and I was very cocky about it. And I was like, there's no way I lose game 2 and 3. I'm going to win one of them with my team. And you know what? I fucked up my team building. I didn't bring Aqua Jet on Intellion, so I didn't want to bring Colossal. And it fucked me over. I should have brought Colossal because the Boltund ended up screwing me. If I brought Colossal, and maybe Colossal, I don't know what I could have done differently, but I felt like I made a lot of mistakes in the team building, and Jade was able to take advantage because he was able to shut down my Intellion strategy, my Sigilith strategy, my Kingdra strategy with the Boltund. My Kingdra put in work too, and it was like just unfortunate the way it worked out for me. Jade played his ass off. He's a great coach, made great in-game adjustments, and was able to get the victory from me in what I thought was going to be an easy win. So again, you can't sleep on anyone in this league. Jade is a great competitor. Like after game 1, I was like, I'm going to win. No, that's not how it works. You always got to, you can't get too cocky. You got to play it out always. And Jade was able to sweep me 2-0 in the last 2 games. So Jax, you got anything on this one?
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the way that Jade can adjust from game to game.
Mm-hmm.
Like that he adjusted. You caught him off guard, and that game 1, I feel like with the way that you used the Inteleon and the Imprison. I think he had an inkling about the Imprisoned Sigilyph, but the way that you used it with the Inteleon coming in and everything like that, getting important damage off at the beginning of the game and stuff, not being able to be redirected with
Yeah.
that snipe shot, definitely was huge. But yeah, I feel like you kind of did not bringing the Colossal. I agree with you on that. Not bringing the Colossal after he kind of switched up gears and was able to use that bolt-on more in game 2.
And 3.
Game 3, bringing the Colossal, I think would have been pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, even if he didn't have the snipe shot, maybe he does something to where he can proc a policy or get your steam engine off or something like that. You know, you
No,
just
well, he had
put
Eerie Impulse on Bolton too.
different.
So that was the problem. I didn't bring physical Cole. I brought a special Cole, and I was like, I can't bring him against an Eerie Impulse if I don't have Aqua Jet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like Jade just prepared way better. His team composition was just better than mine, and he does the best EV prepping and like one of the best EV prepping in the league. I can't say that when we have Pops, Arceus, and all these great coaches. You know, I can't say he does the best prep, but yeah, I don't want to talk too much about my match because we only have 45 minutes left, and we're about a little less than halfway through all the slides. So, yeah, dude, I gotta get my head out of my ass. That's how I feel with this one. So I think I could win.
Just gotta split out
What's up?
play your options. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You know, so this was a great week for Jade, and shout out him. He's an awesome coach, an awesome competitor, and one of my favorite coaches in the league. All right, and now onto the Pokemon of the week. We got a new addition to the slideshow, guys, and I hope you like it. Without further ado, we're gonna announce the Pokemon of the week, and we got them in both conference. So congratulations, Tootie. Congratulations, Fox. You guys have the Pokemon of the week in the Armor division with Incineroar, and in the Crown division with Centiskorch. We're going to do one for each division, each section. And I appreciate each of you coaches showing off what you got and putting on a show with these Pokemon. Rhyperior was robbed. I love it. You know, yeah. So if you have a Pokemon of the week, submit it, please. Submit it, and we'll be taking them for each conference. And I would love to hear your opinion. I would love to get you guys more involved. I love the participation. And Jax, tell us why you picked Incineroar for Pokemon of the week.
I picked Incineroar because you gotta give respect to somebody that's gonna Dynamax the big cat.
Yeah.
Anybody that brings out the big cat, man, I love it. I'm here for it. You know, Rhyperior did get the sweep off. He did win without a Dynamax. You know, I get that and everything. But I saw that every day for at least 6 months back on the ladder when Rhyperior was the thing. You know? I don't know when I really saw Dynamax Incineroar being decorated a thing. And I don't know when you're going to see that strat coming. You know? A weakness policy Rhyperior, that's prep for almost every week because you have to prep for it every week because that's a main option for Rhyperior.
I think Lunchbox
But
is swaying me. I hate to say it. I think the no Dynamax is huge. And he won his match because of it too. Tootie was able to 2-0, even in Lunchbox went to a 3 game. Actually, you know what? Incineroar was more crucial to both games, I would say, right? Or no, did he even kill him game 1? I don't know. I don't know who, but this is what I love. We're getting the conversation started. But Jax, I love your reasoning for Incineroar. I love your love for the big cat. And I think you're right. You know what, Tootie? Incineroar won Pokemon of the week. But Lunchbox's Rhyperior has a strong case for second. And I'm saying that now. I love it. Oh my god. Jax, you got anything else to say about the Incineroar?
No, I was just really impressed with the way that he used it. I love, you know, it's something that you don't, it can catch you completely off guard, yet once you see it, you're like, I'm amazed at how well it works, that you don't see it more often. You know what I mean? I
And
mean, you know, you used it, what, in season 2?
I loved it season 2. I use weakness policy, not decorate. So decorate's more dangerous, I think. And Tootie's in the chat saying Pokemon of the week, let's go. And Lunchbox is standing for his Rhyperior, which I love, and I love that we got this conversation going. And let's get on to Fox's Center Scorch. 8 kills, living on 1 HP. There was so much that Fox's Center Scorch did to contribute to this match that I was like, I don't think any other Pokemon stands a chance against in the Crown Division right now. I think we have to give it a Center Scorch. And Jax, what do you got to say about this one?
Yeah, no, it was extremely impressive the way that he positioned that and the way that he was able to use it to take out the Pokemon this week. It was it's not a Pokemon, once again, just like the Incineroar, it's not a Pokemon that you usually see. It's not a Pokemon that you usually are worried about. I know a lot of people are like, Centiskorch, what, I'm going to bring like a rock move, I'm going to throw a pebble at it, it's going to die. But get around that, and the way that he uses it, and it was incredibly impressive the way that he was able to do it. Every turn I was waiting for it to die, and it wasn't happening.
Yeah, dude, I was so impressed with this match, like this Center Scorcher in the match stats. And let's move on to the Pokemon kill leaders, because the Center Scorcher is leaded with a dominant 8 kill performance. And I gotta shout out all these competitors. Jade's Blaziken went in on me with the 6 kills. Arceus's Wishy Washy went in on Koji with the 6 kills. And then we have a 3-way tie for third with BHaney's Blastoise, KD's Tapu Lele, and Pops' Regirock with 5 kills each. And Jax, what do you got to say about our kill leaders of the week?
I love the diverse pool of Mons is pretty cool. That Wishy Washy boy, man, I tell you, I never thought I'd see Wishy Washy in a kill leader list ever. It kind of gives me a headache. I'm not gonna lie. And I prepped with him, so I knew like what it was doing. It was just annoying and ridiculous. Oh yeah, actually, Koji's right. Arcanine did have 5 too. We did say that earlier. It just didn't. I don't think it made it onto the slide.
Arcanine has 2. In the match stats, Arcanine has 2 right now. Koji, go to the match stats right now. Because Arc has 2, Kingdra has 1, Pelipper has 3, Bronzong has 1. So I pulled it from the match stats this morning. And I'm looking at the report match stats right now. And what's it called?
But yeah.
Yeah, so
Other than that, everybody used every one of these Mons masterfully this week, and I'm quite impressed with it.
Yeah. And shout out each and every one of these coaches, and shout out Koji's Arcanine if he did make it, and we just had a typo in the recording. Yeah. Because I'm looking, BHaney recorded it, not either of the coaches. Oh, you thought it was overall. No, this is this week. This is this week only. Yeah, this week only. Pokemon Kill Leaders of the Week. And alright, let's go on to the next match. The next slide, which was the prediction slide. And oh my god, whose name did I blank out? Oh, there was no match winner in Angelo Proto, that's why. And there was a lot of red. There was a lot of red on this one.
Yeah, we could skip this if we want to.
Yeah, we're crunched for time. You know what, guys? We'll be better. We'll be better next time. Yeah. And here's the standings.
Shout out to Tootie for having 5 and being the leader.
Wait, yeah, what does he get? 5 out of 10? And then if Proto wins, he'll have 6 out of 11. So he'll have an over 500 record. And no one else is around 500. Fox or you can get to 500, depending on if Proto or Angelo wins. So, yeah, I was pitiful with 3 out of 11. Arceus wasn't great either, sorry. 2 out of 11. But this is really funny. And if someone wants to put money on this, I think I'm out. I think I'm out on putting money on this because of how bad my records have been. And here's the standing in the armor division. And we see Anti 1-1, 3-2 with a +1 differential at the top, and Fruity at the top of the silver with 2-0 record, 4-1, and Lunchbox tie with a 2-0 record, but a little worse differential. So, and we have Koji with a 2-0 record too. This is a very strong silver division. Oh my god, I'm excited to see who comes out on top of that one. Oh wait, what's it called? I just saw the chat. Oh no, did I go back? Yeah, I picked Angelo. What? Who said that? Tootie? All right, so I'll change that right now. I don't think I could change that right now. I'll change that in my thing. I thought you picked Proto, but okay. That was a typo on my part. But yeah, it's crazy that we see 1-1, 4 teams 1-1 in this one, and 3 teams 2-0 in this one. So I'm excited to see how that shakes out. And then we got the Crown Division with Fox 2-0, and I hate that I'm in second right now. I don't think I deserve to be in second, but I am in second, which is crazy to me. And yeah, I'm sorry. I just got an important text, but so that's why I'm all distracted. And he just sent me another important
Yeah,
text. But
our division is quite even, boy. I'll tell you that. A lot of 1-1s in there.
dude, yeah, what's it called? So the Pearl Division, yeah. So a lot of 1-1s. I was gonna say, are we in the same one for a sec? No. So it's actually the same record: 2-0, 2-0-2 at the top and bottom, and a lot of 1-1s. So that anyone can win. Anyone can win this still. Anything is possible. Anything is really possible right now. And you know what? We got to go on to the week 3 matches. Fuck. Sorry. I thought I changed this. I guess not. I can't change it right now. But the first match we got is, and we got to fly through this because yeah, I got to leave as soon as possible. I got to. So I was buying shoes. So all right, we only have 5 viewers, so I could tell a quick story because anyone that's here is just here listening, having fun, hanging out. So I was at my dad's funeral mass. Next thing you know, my friend's like, you're wearing sneakers here? You're not gonna wear sneakers to my wedding next week? I'm like, haha, no, definitely not. So I'm like, oh shit, I gotta buy shoes for his fucking wedding. So I can't get size 14 shoes at the mall. I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do? So I go to the Big and Tall store. I'm at the Big and Tall store. Next thing you know, I'm buying the shoes. I'm talking to the guy. I'm talking to the guy in line behind me. I'm talking to the guy at the register. The guy at the register goes, hey, do you want to what are you doing right now? You want to sell clothes on the weekend? We need another guy selling clothes on the weekend. So I was like, all right, I can't start until the 30th. That was like 3 weeks ago. So I start on the 30th. I got to bring him my social security card and my driver's license today. And I told him I'd be there in the morning, but then I'd rather do this stream. I was like, fuck it, we're doing the stream at 11. I didn't really tell him a time. So I told him my car was in the shop until 12:30. But I'm actually going to borrow my brother's car. But so whenever this stream is over, I'm leaving immediately. So we got to fly through these picks, and that's why I'm kind of in a rush today. But yeah, I start my job on the 30th. I'm selling big and tall clothes, so I'm excited. And then that's only Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So now I got
Nice.
the 2 leagues, and unemployment's almost over. So I'm like, oh shit, you know what? This is a nice little opportunity. But you could watch this first game at BHaney 20_27 on Twitch, and this should be a good one. And I'm excited to see this one. And I think I got to pick BHaney this week, just because I've been picking against him and he's been winning. And I think I got to go with him this week. Like he's a great competitor. I think this boy Sack has a great team, but BHaney is an elite competitor and is someone that you can't sleep on at all. And I'm excited to see what he can do. And Jax, who you got this week?
Yeah, I'm going with BHaney too. Um, from what I watched yesterday, the boy Sack had a really close loss. It was unfortunate for him, but he's gonna have to prep really well, and he's gonna have to bring it against BHaney this week to pull out this win. Um, I mean, all power to him. I hope he does, but I just think BHaney's team is a little well rounded, and his prep every week going back
Is elite.
seasons has been top notch. So I'd have to go with BHaney here.
Well, yeah, couldn't agree more. All right, and on the next match, we got Arceus versus Yama. Who you got for this one?
I am going Arceus just because I know that he's meticulous with his prep and he plays a position game really well. Although I'm worried because Yama is going to come out like a house on fire after that loss. So I'm going to tentatively go with Arceus, but I got to be honest with you. I think this could go either way.
I'm going Yama. So what I've known, so in the short time I've seen Arceus compete, I've seen him go on streaks. Until he proves me wrong and wins, I'm gonna pick against him. I think this might be the start of another losing streak. Prove me wrong, Arceus. You're a great competitor. I love you watching your streams, but you were 0-5, then you were 4-0, then you were 1-0, now you're 0-1. Are you 1-1? Are you gonna go win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game? Are you gonna be streaky? I'm excited to see how he keeps going and how he keeps competing, and what happens next with Arceus's legacy in this league, and how he, like how he bounces back from all of this. I love it,
Yep.
man. I love it. And Yama's no joke. You can watch these guys at Arceus is the one god and Yamagoo on Twitch. I'm gonna start shouting out everyone's Twitch at this part. I should probably start shouting it out in the beginning too, but I figured I was like I could copy and paste it, but I had it over here. But yeah, shout out all these guys on Twitch. You can watch these streams. You can watch this week whenever they posted in the scheduling. And the next match we got Angelo versus Anti. I'm gonna pick Anti. And I'm just gonna pick Anti because I know Angelo has a lot going on with the Irish VGC League. I know he has a lot going on with the. Congratulations for that, Angelo. By the way, he's doing really well with Ireland, and I wish I knew how to explain it more, but I don't. But he's doing really well, doing something, and I'm very happy for him. I'm real happy for him, and he just made a bunch of big trades, and he traded away Colossal. And it kind of I was like, oh god, he's not in the Colossal gang anymore. So I can't wait to see who joins the Colossal gang with me. Because if no one does, oh well. Yeah, I wish I could pick it up and have two of them on my roster. But I think I got to go Anti on this one. And Jax, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going Anti here too. I think he's gonna come out kind of scorn on the loss that he just took. He's got a really solid team
Yeah.
with the fairy dragon, core. I don't know if he's gonna try to bring out that Machamp. I hope he doesn't. He's gonna look kind of foolish with this pick, I think. But it's gonna be interesting to see how Angelo works with the mons that he just picked up in the trade. I know he can't use them today in his match against Proto, but next week it's going to be interesting because
They're fair game.
traditionally, from what I've seen over the last season plus, the sand combo doesn't really hit as hard as it would on the ladder. It's fairly easy to prep for. So I'm interested to see what angle he comes with it. But I'm going Anti.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the trades work out too, because that's a big shakeup on the roster. So, all right, next match we got LB versus Proto. Oh wait, and you can watch that at Angelo Hunter on Twitch. At Angelo Hunter, I got it right here on Twitch. And the next game we got LB versus Proto, and I gotta get. Oh, Lunchbox was in the chat before, so Lunchbox. I'm sorry, this is a little behind the scenes now. Yeah, and
It's Jenny's number.
get 8675309. What does that mean?
You don't remember that song? That's where you got it from.
No, sorry, I don't.
Okay. Look that up. Look that up.
Okay, so I got some homework. What's the song name?
Just look up 8675309. It'll come up. Trust me.
All right, I'm gonna Google that after this. But I think I'm gonna pick. You know what? Wait, I picked first last time, so you pick first this time. Who you got?
I'm going to tell you this. I had Proto written down, but I'm going with Lunchbox.
LB. You've heard it. Okay, so Koji's telling me I've heard it. I believe, yeah. I've definitely heard it and just didn't know the name of it, I guess.
I had Proto written down. I had Lunchbox's wins coming really hard off of RNG the first couple of weeks. But the more that I went back and I looked at the matches and I rewatched the VODs and stuff like that, he just ends up really playing late game really well. That's what it comes down to. I mean, that's what I figure in his matches when he's sitting there and he's like, "Yep, well it's over after turn 4," and it feels like it's over after turn 4, and then at the end of that game, he ends up winning. That's because he's playing that late game really, really well. And until somebody can prove to me that they can outplay that late game, I'm going to end up picking him.
I was on the fence. You sold me. I'm going LB. Lunchbox for the win. Sorry, Proto. I'm excited to see your match tonight, though. I think I'll be around at Monday, 10 p.m. to watch it. I think I'll
Yeah, that's
definitely be.
another thing, too. We haven't really watched Proto play except for getting worked over by Koji's justified Arcanine that he admittedly forgot to prep for.
And you could watch that at Angelo Hunter tonight at 10 p.m. Where is it? At Angelo Hunter on Twitch. ANGELOHUNTER on Twitch against Proto tonight at 10 p.m. So yeah, I'm going LB too. We're both going LB, and on to the next one. We got Katie versus Tootie. Not streamed. This match is not going to be streamed. And I'm going to write a little note, not streamed, next to it. LB, Angelo, both. BHaney. All right, so I'm writing down the streamers next to it. And I think I'm going Tootie. I'm going Tootie. He's really good, man. Katie's really good too. Me saying Tootie's really good doesn't mean I'm saying. Oh, and Proto's gonna set up a stream too with Koji. Koji's getting him set up, so that's awesome, man. But yeah, I think I'm going Tootie in this one, and it's just because I love this team composition. I'm a sucker for the starters. So he has the Fire, Water, Grass core in the starters. He has a Dragonite, which is one of my favorite Pokemon. The Drifblim and the Butterfree with both go well with the Rillaboom, and I'm just excited to see what he can do, man. And who you got with this one?
Dude, easy
Tootie?
class. Fortunately, yeah, I don't think that he. I mean, neither one of these guys have put out all that they could from their teams. Their teams are constructed really, really well. But I just kind of, like you said, looking at the teams, I've got confidence running on Tootie, and he is on a streak right now. And everybody knows from gambling, you never walk away from a heater.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna ride with it and say that I got Tootie. Yeah.
Done and done. This is gonna be a good one. I wish it was streamed, but it's not. It's all good. Shout out both these coaches. I appreciate each of you.
The week.
Yeah, this might be game of the week actually. Yeah. All right, and next one we got Koji versus Alpaca, and who do you got in this one? The Tarwals versus the Seals.
I actually have Koji in this one.
I do too.
Yeah,
I
I've
thought you
got
were gonna say
Koji
Alpaca.
Alpaca, and a lot of the preseason power rankings had to rank #1 team from a lot of people, and he does have a really solid team. But Koji has been playing
Phenomenally.
really well with the Pokemon that he has, and I see there are a few spots looking at both teams where I think Koji has an actual solid advantage for it. So I'm going with Koji.
I've been saying I love Koji's team this entire time. I don't I I don't see him losing this match. He's saying bet against me. It's working. I'm sorry if I have been betting against you. I'm like a goldfish. I don't remember. I'm really out here playing game of the week every week, huh? Well, yeah, dude. You're putting on a show, man. You're making a great impression. So yeah, we both got Koji this week.
Every week, and you're playing really solid people. So,
Dude, Tootie's making a great impressions on me so far with this one. I think he's a great competitor, and anytime he's playing a match against someone that's going to stream it, I'm going to watch it. But all right, the next match we got Fox versus Pops on both their Twitches at Fox Gopher and Pops VGC. Again, watch power rankings at Pops VGC. Go follow him if you don't. And I'm going with Pops. Who do you got in this one?
I am going with Fox.
I'm going Fox too.
I thought you just said you were going with Pops.
I switched. I just changed my mind.
Yeah, I'm going with Fox. I just think that Pops is gonna have to have the RNG gods are gonna have to be on his side for once, and he's gonna have to really work to put some of the bulky mons that Fox has out to be able to win. I'm not saying it can't be done, but until somebody does it, I'm gonna have to go with Fox.
And we have a live trade as of 2 minutes ago, BHaney has traded Salamence for Gudra. That has just happened at 12:06. It is 12:08 right now. Do you have any live reactions to that?
No,
Done and done. Neither do
don't
I
really
really.
like. Don't really like either one. I think Gudra's better, but don't really like it. So,
I think Gudra's so much bulkier and fits his team better because Salamence can't survive a lot of hits. Where now he could use the
yeah.
Comfey Gudra. Actually, I really like this because now he's a lot bulkier. He's a lot bulkier now.
I mean, Grimmsnarl, Blastoise, Registeel,
Mudsdale.
Mudsdale. He was pretty bulky before,
And now, yeah,
but still, yeah. I think that's definitely an upgrade for sure.
absolutely an upgrade. And on to our next match, Bananas vs. Pito. Another match not streamed. And yeah, both are streaming the last one. Both are streaming the last one. And who do you got for this one?
I am actually picking Bananas.
I like it. I'm picking Pito.
All
So this
right,
is
yeah,
we've been picking together for the last couple, so I'm glad we have another one that's different.
yeah. This I'm hoping that eventually the problems that Nanners has are gonna stop. You know,
Yeah.
and hold up. Hopefully his internet holds up and everything like that. But he's got a solid team. He can work to a bunch of different angles. And as long as he preps for the 2 Pokemon combos that Pito has, which he has a bunch of them, I think he can eke out the win.
I'm a sucker for the 2 combos. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for Peto's team. I think he's going to be able to take the victory. I don't think Bananas was great last season. Prove it again this season. Let's see what you could do, buddy. Let's see what happens. You know, your back's against the wall. You're 0-2. Can you bounce back? Can you be the Arceus of last season? You know, can you bounce back from the Can you be the silver? Can you do be one of the coaches that bounces back from a slow start? You know, I'm excited to see it because I was one of those coaches that started slow and ended slow. I don't have a great season, so I hope you bounce back, buddy. But I'm picking Pito this week. And on to the next match, which is actually mine, and I'm picking me, of course. And I need to bounce back. I'm actually gonna watch film of my matches later today. So my game plan for the day is go to the DXL Big and Tall store, go get some cheesesteaks at Jersey Mike's, go get drop off the car back to my brother, and boom goes the dynamite. Come back here and start recording that and upload it to YouTube either tonight or Sunday. So I'll keep you guys posted for that. But I've been on a little bit of a losing streak, so I need to change up some stuff. I need to see what I've been doing wrong, and I think I could win with my team composition. I love my team, and I think I could beat anyone, any week. So, Andrew, I'm sorry it's you this week. You can watch it right here at Tom Hayden 27. And Jax, who you picking this week?
I'm actually going with you as well.
Nice.
I think you have a really solid team. It's going to be interesting to see the way you go with it and everything. But so unfortunately, the only thing that we've really been able to see from Andrew was his match against Pops, which he played pretty solidly, but still, it was uh, it was in hand for Pops at the end of that.
Yeah.
So visually, he's got a little bit more to prove. I know it's not going to be an easy task ever taking on a Metagross and a Milotic, and stuff like that, or a Charizard with the Torkoal. But yeah, I'm gonna go with you on this one.
Yeah, Koji said fix your small macro plays and you're golden. Yeah, Koji, you told me to stop playing passively, and then I played passively, and I think it lost me the game against Jade. And you know what? You were completely right, because you told me that before the match with Jade. And I appreciate each and every bit of advice you've given me, man. You're awesome. You're an awesome competitor. And, thank you for each and every bit of advice you've given me, man. I really do appreciate it, because it helps, you know? And I'm coming out. I got to play my style of basketball again. So I'm excited to see how this game goes. And right now, I believe we're playing on Thursday at 8 p.m. right now. So Thursday, 8 p.m., you can catch it on my Twitch. The next match is another one that is not streamed. And we got Snom versus Jade. And who you got in this one?
I've got Snom in this. Eventually, Snom's gonna play a match that is actually streamed. He's like me from last season. But yeah, I've got Snom in this. Jade's team. He did himself sort of a disservice with his draft. I still don't see the the chemistry in the team. I don't see a sleek line like he had in the team last season. Um, but he's working it. He's working it to the best of his abilities. He's a really good battler. So I know he's gonna do the best that he can, the fact that he's doing well with it kind of shows you the fact that he's a really good battler. But at the same time, so Snom. And Snom's team is a little more cohesive to me in what he likes to do. He's a lot more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And I got him pulling out the win after a big loss because I know Snom's going to be on a rager this week.
And I'm actually picking Snom too. And it's because I think he has a roster advantage again because Blaziken doesn't match up as well. The Rhyperior doesn't match up as well. The Salamence doesn't match up as well. Like a bunch of the Pokemon don't match up as well as they did into my team last week. So I think I'm going Snom on this one too. And on the next one, I'm excited for this next match. It's another one that's not streamed, but we have the new logo, the Boston Snubbles. The first week, the Boston Snubbles are franchising the at CBDL12. And I think because of that, I have to pick 17. Sorry, Matt, man. You've been playing really well, and I was planning on picking you until I saw the logo change, to be 100% honest. And Jax, who do you got in this one?
I also have 17. I know, like I said, I played him first week. Matt plays a really solid game. He preps with Snom, and I prepped with Snom last season. And I know that he goes intense with the prep and everything like that. He brings a lot of random stuff that can keep you on your toes and everything. But 17, after the rough loss this week, he's got a really solid team as well. So I think they're pretty even on the team matchup. They both have an Urshifu, they both have a solid Firemon. It's just I think the teams are fairly equal on paper. It's just going to come down to execution. And I think 17's got a hell of a drive to come back with a win this week. I'm going with 17.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one, and I'm excited for our next match, which is going to be streamed on your channel and Bum Trash Garbage's channel. I believe it is, at least. I don't know. I know those are your Twitches, though. And Jax, I know you don't pick your match, so I'm not even going to ask you, but I'm picking you, bro. I got you this week. You're going to win. I think you are. I know you are. And I think you're going to use a Glastrier and use it phenomenally instead because you can't find a trade for it that you like. So I think you're going to try to figure out how to use it. And that's just my thing because it looks like it has a bad matchup this week, to be honest, with the Pheromosa Cinderace Whimsicott combo. But I don't know, man. I got faith in you. I really do. And without further ado, that's the last of the week 3 matches. Let's go on to the power rankings. I'm not sure how updated this is, but I don't think I should be as high as I am. I'm a little disappointed in the power ranking, guys. What do you think? Anything stand out to you in this? I just selfishly looked at me, to be honest.
No, not really. I think these are last week's power rankings, right?
Week 2 updated, it says.
Yeah, week 2 updated. I didn't think that there was anything, too crazy. I mean, it's only week 2.
Exactly.
So getting an accurate breakdown of power rankings is really hard. And in the beginning of it, I like how the number 1 curse is alive.
Oh, did the number 1 curse happen?
Yeah, Yama lost.
Oh my god.
The number 1 curse is alive and well. That's dangerous for Tootie because I'm all but positive that Tootie's going to be number 1 in the power rankings this week.
Oh wow.
Being the only one in the top 5 that won. But yeah, so I mean, some are solid, some I think are absolutely nuts. But I mean, this is just people's opinions.
Yeah.
And it's gonna vary. I mean, once you take the averages, if you average all 4 of these out, it's gonna be pretty fair, I would say.
Yeah, I agree with that. I love seeing a plus 16 at the top for Yama. Yeah, Snom at the top. And wait, what? Oh yeah, 2D at the top. Yeah. So I'm excited to see that. And that's basically it for today. Our last 2 viewers. Thank you for watching all the way through. Good luck to all our competitors. And I got a last slide for you guys today. I got my stream schedule up. So this week I'm trying to drop something every day.
I'm gonna hit a big trade.
Wait, there was just another big trade?
Yeah.
Wait, there was just another big trade. Live reaction.
Pito, Scizor, Talonflame for Reggie Gigas, Weezing, and a Alolan Dugtrio.
Let's go! I love it. That's awesome. Gigas Weezing. Oh my god, you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. All right, man. And guys, yeah, so here's my stream schedule for the week if you wanted to see it. I got a YouTube video dropping on Tuesday and Friday. The week 2 matches are dropping on YouTube. My week 3 matches are Wednesday at 8:30 and Thursday at 8 p.m. Saturday, this video goes up as a replay, and I'm gonna watch film of my first 2 games in each league, and the Champions Path and the High Roller. I want to drop one tonight on YouTube, and then maybe I'll drop one Sunday on YouTube. So I got something every day of the week. And thank you guys all for watching. I appreciate the last 2 guys here, Lunchbox and Koji, because it says we got 2 viewers and you 2 are just active in the chat. So I appreciate you both for being here all the way through. And yeah, I got to go to this job thing, man. So I got to bring my social, I got to bring my driver's license, and I'm going to start selling big and tall clothes. Wish me luck, guys. So I'll talk to you next time. And I'm going to end the recording here.